Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another 40k video from Bricky. What are the odds? I was just saying in my last 40k video that I did that I wish Bricky did more 40k videos, since his every single Warhammer 40k faction explained videos were fantastic. They were awesome, they were funny, they were entertaining, just great videos overall. Little did I know, the day after I finished recording my last 40k video, he'd release a new video. So hopefully he continues on and, makes more. Bricky, if you're watching, please continue making 40k videos because they are absolutely awesome. So the title of this episode here, or this video, is Every Single Warhammer Space Marine Legion in a Nutshell. Now this video is about 43 minutes long, so I'm going to kind of chop it up into two parts. I'll do about 20 or so minutes each video. Alright, so on to the video. Here we go.
To the people on the internet, the time has come. The reckoning begins. Ya boy got himself a shaker cup. After many months of
emotional damage,
gamer stuff like mad, my favorite thing to do, we have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's here, the official Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more toned, abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face, of course. She wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army. Legally distinct? I think so. The Bricky Shaker Cup is available now, and you should get it while it is hot.
12 to 16 weeks after pre-sale.
What should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite Gamer Subs flavors from number 1 to number 10? All of them incredible, but listed regardless, and an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now in the description of this video. You may use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a huge thank you to GamerSubs.
A massive amount of profits goes to your boy
for getting me this beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera, slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
Chug, 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 chug. That's a big sip.
Hello everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Skull of Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the quintessential poster boys of Warhammer 40,000. When people think 40k, they think Space Marines, but there are many types of Space Marines, formed from 20 separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this is a mix of accuracy and memes. If I say the Salamander's Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly. I would like to pet this creature. But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had 1 million new and terrifying organs shoved into them, refrigerators strapped to their bodies, and are so far above the average human that they are referred to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine has a father, unlike you, a Primarch, which is basically an even bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab lab by the God Emperor of Mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab, who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons. Not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, you know, their seed. So if Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really fast, then his sons
want to go really, really fast.
Also want to go really, really fast. I should note that I am only referring to the legions this time around. If you're interested in sub-factions like, let's say, the Black Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have a excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video, and I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first legion.
There we go.
Dark Angels.
Best chapter ever. Loyalists through and through. And if you say otherwise, Asmodai is going to come and find you and make you repent. And it's also the chapter I used to play. I kind of still collect them now if they'll focus. Oh, there we go. Yeah, got that one. That one. I don't want to waste too much time, but there we go. All right. Continue on explaining the best chapter.
Allegiance, loyal.
What's that smirk? Why is he smirking?
Johnston, a duelist, a knight, a real asshole, I'm not gonna lie. The single word descriptor, paranoid. The Dark Angels are our first legion, hailing from the death world known as Caliban. Their Primarch, Lionel Johnson, is what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the Knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on. However, the common thing associated with Dark Angels are the Fallen, a part of their faction that turned traitor against the Imperium, and they are very heavily trying to expunge all knowledge of them from existence.
I don't know what he's talking about.
What Fallen? Never heard of any Fallen. Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorched earth policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions. The Deathwing Terminators, slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers. And the Green Wing, which is your standard Marines. They are a jack of all trades, but not in the sense where they're good at everything, but rather they have a lot of things that are good at specific things. Like instead of 20 people that have a multi-tool, they instead have 20 people with gigantic power tools for every job imaginable. If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like to have a whole lot of deep knight type lore, run the Dark Angels.
The One
Reason why I played.
The One Piece is real.
Our second legion is a special one.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11.
The Emperor's Children. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist.
I can't wait to see what he looks like as a demon.
And the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life. Their armor is a gleaming pink, purple, and gold. Their ships
is
have
really nice
spires
looking.
of gorgeous marble and gold statues in their honor. Fulgrim is a man who believes the pursuit of perfection is the goal of all things, and I mean, look at him! Can you truly tell me that he is not perfect? The hair, the features. As Primarchs go, he is the one you look at, and if 40K had a guy that would give you the best sex you've ever had and never call you back, this is the fucking guy. Which is why this pursuit of decadence
And
led
never
them to
call
the
you
evils
back.
of chaos. Yes, Emperor's Children are our first Chaos Legion, and not just a normal one devoted to, you guessed it, Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, god of unspeakable excess. The Emperor's Children in their pursuit are now horrifyingly mutated beings through Slaanesh's
Noise
great
Marines.
will. They torture and maim to feel perfection through pain. They screech and attack with sonic weaponry for perfection through sound. And they slaughter, aiming for perfection in war. Fulgrim himself lost the battle against Slaanesh as a demon sword
That is
corrupted
really
his
cool
mind
model.
and transformed him into the sexy man he was, into the sexy
see, I really
snake
wanna
he
see
is
that
now.
model.
A demon Primarch, corrupted and bringing his legion's will by himself. As far as Emperor's Children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've
Wow, that's
ever
actually pretty
taken a
twisted.
little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at the concert was too loud and you didn't
Flintstones
bring any
gummies.
earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks, and that is the Emperor's
And don't they have
Children.
Lucius the Eternal?
is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him.
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance, traitor. Primarch, Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor, siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter, coffee beans run for light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it, who never got recognition for his deeds, who hates his brothers and hates their accomplishments even more. Someone so laughably petty, so incredibly bitter that he goes full circle to becoming likable. Why? Because he's competent. The Horus Heresy.
Oh, okay.
We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission. So Horus was the Emperor's favorite son, right? You know, so the Emperor walked into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gifted 150 subs to Amaranth, and she said my name a ton, and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall. So it takes the last drop of my blood.
Yeah.
Let
So
the
Iron
galaxy
Warriors, the Horus
burn.
Heresy wouldn't have gotten shit done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that is the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the Legion until your dying breath. You build and you kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap and use as shock troops.
How do you
The Iron
trap a
Warriors
demon
are
into a
siege
machine?
warfare incarnate. They are heavy weapons, they are tanks, they are turrets, and they don't die. They hate Imperials, they hate Imperial Fists.
Do you need a pacifier, Iron Baby? No! No, I don't!
They are bitter incarnate. Perturabo and the Iron Warriors don't serve the Chaos Gods because they like them. They serve them because fuck you.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Not another speeding ticket.
So they're what,
I'll fight it in
undivided?
court, but I don't think they're gonna accept
Yeah,
gotta
they're
go
undivided,
fast
yeah.
as a medical condition.
The White Scars. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Jagatai Khan, a speed demon, a plain strider, a roast god. Single word descriptor, speed. Hailing from Chagoris, the White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love
Go
it
fast,
even
hit
more
hard.
when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder, or honestly just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based. Remove horses and replace them with motorcycles and land spears, and that's your style. They are heavily based on the old times of Genghis Khan, and you consider this is 40k and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars on their body, going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed, awesome Mongolian vibe they got going on, and if you really like to stab people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
This is Dog.
Woof, 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 woof.
Woof.
Space Wolves.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Leman Russ. A Viking, a Savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor, wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name?
Wow. 13?
The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion and hail from Fenris, a frozen wasteland of a world with their Primarch, Leman Russ. I don't really need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second most obvious what their shtick is legion in the 20 legions, besides the World Eaters. When you look at the Space Wolves behind, what do you see? Do you see Vikings in space?
Yep.
You've done it. Congratulations.
That's it.
You have found Vikings
Plain
in
and
space.
simple.
But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter out poison, and so you can't get drunk. The Space Wolves distill a special mead out of a horrible poisonous plant that would kill a normal human so they could get drunk. They have fangs in their mouths. They sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans. The Space Wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Leman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same
Complete
time,
opposite
he
of the
was
White
so
Scars.
damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rogel Dorn. A builder, a phalanx, and he needs a hand. Single word descriptor, fortify. The Imperial Fists are led by Primarch Rogel Dorn in their homeworld of Inuit. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter, with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogel Dorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't reach them.
The shields and the Imperial Guardsmen standing behind it.
Paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warriors are so bitter? these guys are the reason why.
Hey, guys!
They're opposites.
Bring the thing! Where is he going?
What is this from? I kind of want to watch this, whatever this is from.
Hey! Hey, that could have killed me! Hey, guys! We missed! Get another!
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin. One is just a bit more level-headed and got better jobs. If you want to be defensive, to be good at everything Space Marines are good at, bolters, heavy weapons, vehicles, you want a classic military fighting force, start fisting.
I am having a very bad day. Today is one of the worst days.
Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. The Night Lords.
They
Allegiance,
do look
Heretic.
really
Primarch
cool.
Conrad Kurz, a sadist, a vigilante, the Presso Espresso. Single word, fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo and their
It blew
Primarch Conrad Kurz. They are a traitor legion from a planet known as the Sunless World, or the World of Endless Night. Nostromo is a horrible hive city that is known for being host to some of the worst gang violence, murder, and working conditions around. The only thing keeping the population in check is the suicide rate. The Night Lords followed in the footsteps of their Primarch, a man who believed in a twisted sense of justice and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them, as their ranks were repopulated by gang members, murderers, arsonists, torturers, and other words I can't say on YouTube, as young as 12 years old.
Well, they're gonna replenish
Murderers
their ranks.
before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods.
Jeez.
Now, fear is what they sow, and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords are scum. They are the exact opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think
So
it's
who's in charge
fun.
of
They
the
run
Night Lords
away
since
often so they can
Kurz is
come
dead?
back and kill you with more numbers. They prey on the innocent and the weak. They kill normal civilians because it's easy, and flee any battle where they don't possess overwhelming odds. They are the antithesis of normal Space Marines. They are scum. One time, a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships and brought it into atmosphere. The crowds cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle, and the airlocks opened and the skinned and flayed bodies of the crew were thrown down in the populace. In other words,
Damn. It's raining men.
a legion of gangers and criminals. Add together a heavy Slavic influence to them, and you've got my favorite faction.
They do look really cool.
Dishes for 5 years.
Oh, this was the next chapter I was going to play, Blood Angels.
matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires
After
don't do
reading some of
dishes.
the lore and
Blood
stuff like that,
Angels.
but
Allegiance,
never got
loyal.
around to it.
Primarch, Sanguinius. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor, blood. The Blood Angels are our 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black Rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to tear everything in sight apart. But they don't see it as that. They see themselves there, at their Primarch's demise, with Horus in sight. And to them,
Jesus.
it's time for vengeance. That Space Marine over there, that Chaos Space Marine, that's Horus. Kill him. That Orc War Boss over there,
that's Horus.
Kill him. That Tyranid Swarm, 1,000 Horuses. Horai. Kill them all. Did your toast come out a little bit burnt? Horus sabotaged your toaster. Destroy the toaster. Destroy it. Do it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over the Blood Angels.
This is why I
gives
like his
them
videos.
This angelic, vampire, and Catholic-inspired imagery. They have chalices of blood. They rest in coffins and can even use psychic powers to sprout angel wings from their bodies. They are a tragedy through and through, and the only thing that will look more tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
I got a diesel engine, and honey, we...
Okay, yeah, I'll stop it right here. 22 minutes long. So yeah, this is where I will end part 1. But damn, that was cool. That was awesome. Like I said, I really like his videos. They are very funny. I like all the entertainment he does. Yeah, like just saying, the video is absolutely awesome. Just going through all these different legions. It's really cool seeing them all. Night Lords are very cool. They look really cool. I like the paint scheme and everything like that. I don't know who is running the Night Lords. Like, who's the top leader since, Kurz is dead. Somebody's going to lead the Night Lords, I'm assuming. Who's running them? Blood Angels was probably going to be the next chapter I was thinking about starting. Because when I started, I really didn't put I didn't do a lot of research. I kind of went into the store, I was looking around. They gave me the little intro game and stuff like that, and I was kind of seeing a lot of Ultramarines, obviously. I was like, I don't know, a lot of Ultramarine stuff all over the place. I bet a lot of people probably play them, so I don't know. And then I just started kind of looking at some of the models, and I was like, ooh, that one looks pretty cool. Seeing them in hooded robes and who was it? Azrael? I think it was. Yeah, Supreme Grandmaster Azrael, and he had the what was it? Watcher in the Dark, which I want to learn more about those, holding his helmet. I don't even think they've changed that model since ever. But yeah, I pulled up that one. I was like, this dude here looks pretty cool. And then the guy was like, yeah, he's part of the Dark Angels. And he pulled out the little, it was not even 10 pages, the little small little codex of Dark Angels. And he was like, yeah, he is from this chapter right here. And okay, just kind of glanced through it, and I was like, very interesting. They all wear robes and kind of knightly order and stuff like that. Obviously, who was working didn't go into full-on details. You just kind of gave a quick rundown. And I was like, looking at all the pictures, I'm like, these guys are actually kind of cool looking, and okay. And I just went right from there. So I didn't really look around at all sorts of other chapters and stuff like that. I didn't know there was so many other chapters and stuff. And yeah, I mean, had the store not closed down, I was going to start a Necron army, because I was playing Space Marines for so long, and I kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit, try something new, even though Necrons are kind of like Space Marines and basically all the same stats. Yeah, one day I was just like, nobody's here in the store, there's no one to play a game against, and I just started to look at, I'll just read something, maybe somebody will come in and we can start a game. And I'm just looking at the Blood Angels, okay, these guys look kind of cool, these models are pretty interesting looking. And store closed down before I could start either Necrons or Blood Angels, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, that was an absolute awesome part 1. I can't wait to see part 2. I'll have to check out that video he said about the Black Templars, because that would be fun. And what was that little animated thing from, where they had the Imperial Fists dropping the artillery thing and we missed, get another one. What is that from? Because that actually looks kind of funny, and I kind of want to watch that. So if you guys know what that's from, let me know so I can, you know, add that to my likes tab, and I'll save it for later. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And yeah, leave me all your thoughts and comments. What is your favorite Legion? And other than that, yeah, stick around for part 2, and I will see you guys next time.